Hey everybody, so I'm hoping you're going to come out to this event and hear me read a little bit from my book, Once Left the Field of Valor. And just to let everyone know right now, the ebook is free, even if you've already purchased a different copy or downloaded something else. The ebook is free currently right now. Just go to Amazon.com, type in Once Left the Field of Valor, and click buy for $0. That's right, you heard me, free 99 is the price going on right now, and that's from the 19th until the 21st, so please go out and get a copy of it now online. But if you're more like me and like the traditional, I will be reading from the paperback copy, which can also be purchased on Amazon for $9.99. I'm going to wait just a moment to get some people coming in. So it's been a beautiful day here in Japan. You know, it was around in the 70s today. It's getting close to 80. It was around 77, 78. And I'm hoping that we get some of the people in the States here that are just waking up and on their way to work, and they'll be able to log in and listen to the chapter reading. Also, if you're a teacher, you know, it's a great opportunity to let your students just listen to an author actually read their own work. So if any of the people viewing right now are teachers, here in a few minutes I'm going to get ready to get started with the actual reading of chapter 1. So yeah, it's a good time to be like, you know, students, hey, listen up. We have an author here, and he's going to read his own work. Take advantage, especially if it's in the Boone County school system, where I'm an alumnus of Boone County High School. If anyone from there is listening or tuned in, you should definitely let the students listen. Maybe that'll inspire them to write. So I'm going to wait just a few more minutes here before I get started, let a few more people join in. And once again, I do have a free book promotion going on right now through Amazon. It'll be for from the 19th to the 21st of April. And you can get Once Left the Field of Valor ebook for free. Once again, if you do prefer the paperback, this is the paperback copy. And here in just a moment, I'll get ready to get started with the reading. So for those of you just joining me right now, we are going to be reading from Once Left the Field of Valor. I'm going to be reading chapter 1, and a promotion right now I have going on through Amazon is a free ebook giveaway from the 19th to the 21st. If you go ahead and go to Amazon.com, you can download Once Left the Field of Valor ebook completely free of charge. That's right, free. So chapter 1, Out of Darkness. It's strange, the thoughts that meander through your mind when you begin to lose focus on reality. As the bayonet drove ever deeper into the side of my chest, it became clear that one's thoughts are not of loved ones or of happiness, as one would expect in their final moments of life. Instead, my mind was filled with random, unconnected memories that melted into dreams and momentarily dwindled back into reality. I don't know how long my ordeal dragged on, or when my consciousness regained control over the pool of uncertainty. All I knew was that something was happening, but I couldn't grasp what it was. A warm feeling poured over my body. I felt swaddled like a newborn child. All was dark around me, and I was unable to tell where I was resting. My senses failed me. No sight, no smell, no sound, no internal compass to perceive my whereabouts. Utter darkness was now beginning to close in on me. My mind urged my body to move, but it refused. The darkness sent my mind into motion, causing my thoughts to bounce around in a dreamlike state. I pondered whether I was in purgatory or if I had fallen straight to hell, for the darkness and emptiness was beginning to become unbearable. It was as though my perception of reality had slipped off a seaside cliff, and all that awaited was the jagged rocks and pounding waves at the bottom. As my mind wandered aimlessly, through thoughts of terror, a dim ringing began to resonate in my ears. The sound echoed into the very essence of my being. It was an earthly sound, one that can only be heard within the realm of the living, a sound unnatural in any other plane of existence. Though it was nearly impossible to hear its distant ringing, I knew beyond a doubt that I was still alive, and with all my hope I could muster, I would do everything in my power to stay that way. Before long, the faint ringing amplified into an audible, almost recognizable tone. The sound grew louder, yet it seemed muffled to my ears. It grew louder still and more distinct, like a large hammer striking something. The sound was not native to a battlefield. It was not an explosion or the crack of a rifle. I listened again as the sound developed into a distinct three-part rhythm. Crash, swoosh, boom, crash, swoosh, boom, crash, swoosh, boom. The sound drove me mad. What the hell is going on, I thought. Suddenly it all made sense. The The sound is now resonating as clear as a bell. The rhythm was that of a shovel breaking the earth. As this revelation sank into my mind, I realized that I was no longer on the battlefield. Panic consumed me, for my beating heart was now being laid to rest in the cold, unforgiving earth. A dark shroud of earth covered my face, not allowing my eyes to be of any use. Is this how it ends, I thought? And the thought began to consume me. The slow, suffocating slip into darkness. It was a journey I was certainly not ready to take at this point in my life. I had to find a way out of this predicament. I refused to give in to my surroundings. My mouth opened, but all my attempts to scream proved feeble. Instantly my words mixed with the thick muck that surrounded me, falling to the ground like coal. Hours without water had left my throat parched beyond use. Dirt flowed into my open mouth, and the grit nearly caused me to choke. Escape from this untimely tomb seemed unimaginable, as each shovelful of earth landed on my already covered face, like a nail sealing my coffin. Since I had become aware of my surroundings, the pressure from the weight of the dirt filled me with an immense pain and discomfort. I felt a sense of utter hopelessness, as I could not move my arms or my legs. My thoughts focused as I began to understand that my time on earth was growing short. I thought of home, of luscious green grass that grew next to the steady stream beyond my parents' house. I could hear the soothing sound of my mother calling me in from the yard. This fresh smell of cherry pie thick in the summer air. A sense of irony overcame me. In this war-torn land, I had not been killed in combat. I had been buried alive and slowly asphyxiated at the hands of my own countrymen. My final resting place would forever be a mystery to my family and even to myself. My breathing became labored. It would all be over soon, I told myself. There was nothing I could do to prevent the inevitable. In my final moments, I had accepted my fate and prepared to meet death head-on. I lay there, trying to die with grace and honor, when suddenly a sharp pain pierced into my right foot and up through my leg. It felt as though a boulder had slammed the earth above me, sending a shooting agony through my body and dashing my dying composure. Rage consumed me. Until now, my life had slowly spiraled to a conclusion with the constant pressure of the earth heaped upon me. But now the pain was unbearable. I had to escape it. Mustering all the strength available to me, I pushed hard against the object. Instantly it moved, as if it was operated by a spring. "Something's alive down there, Sergeant," a voice called in shock. Another voice cried out, "Well, get in there and dig him out. Damn it, now!" I could feel the weight covering my body get progressively lighter. A group of young men raced to remove the dirt from my chest and save me from my untimely death. Suddenly a ray of sunlight peeked through the earth, confirming that soon I would be free from this hell. "Are you all right, sir?" a young voice asked. "Get a medic!" I heard someone call. I tried to answer, but could not. Several sets of strong arms pulled me from the ground, and I began coughing uncontrollably. "Hang in there, sir. Help is on the way," one of the rescuers said in an uplifting voice. The slight smile came over my face as exhaustion consumed my body. I began to lose consciousness again, but this time I was under a warm blanket of sun and out of the unforgiving ground. So that is chapter 1, Out of Darkness, of Once Left the Field of Valor. So at this point, I appreciate you listening in. If you have any questions, I can answer them at this time. If not, to let everybody know, if you have any kind of Amazon account, you can go right now and get a free copy of this ebook. Just go to Amazon.com, type in Once Left the Field of Valor, and click buy for $0, and you can have it come right to your smartphone or Kindle or any other kind of iPad, computer, whatever device you prefer to read on. So I'll leave it open here for another minute or two for questions. And if you do like the paperback is available. That's what I read from today, and it'll be for $9.99 on Amazon. So thank you again for everybody for tuning in. And if you have any other further questions, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, or I do have a brand new website, rcsprague.com, and you can get in touch with me there. Thanks for tuning in.